saw it was super rainy, huh?
Issues in my department.
What were you doing?
Credentials and the wristbands did not show up until Saturday. So yeah, we had a lot of tickets.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. And worse on security and people on the ground dealing with accidents.
Yeah.
But this guy changing everything we were doing every couple hours.
Broadcasting from the birthplace of country music. This is WBCM LP
Is it cool?
Bristol.
I've never been.
It's like really, it's one of the great independents.
Where is it?
Cumberland, Maryland.
Okay.
Basically West Virginia, like on the border.
Down the hallway to his doom
Is it on like a park?
to say goodbye like all the rest.
Good. Check, check, check. Hey, everybody, we're going to go live in just a second here. All the folks who are going to be speaking, just a heads up, I have a mic here, so when you get introduced, just come on up and I'll hand you your microphone. Sound good? Let me check. It's on. It's on. Ooh, it's louder than mine. How is everybody? Y'all good? If you wouldn't mind, please silence your phones. This is going out live on all of our platforms. I think we're going to get started. Patrick, unlock your iPhone. Okay, nice. All right, we're going to do it. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Birthplace of Country Music Museum. My name is Chris Trulson, Program Director of Radio Bristol. We got a lot of folks here in our live performance theater. Make some noise, y'all. Of course, today's a big day. This is a day a lot of folks in downtown Bristol look forward to all year long. This is our big lineup reveal, and we've got a lot to go through in a pretty short amount of time, so we're going to jump right on into it. So we've got our lineup reveal. Also, of course, it's our 25th anniversary of this beloved festival, so it's going to be a really exciting afternoon talking about all the things that are coming up in September, including a commemorative 25th anniversary poster from celebrated regional artist Charles Vess as well. Yeah, give him a big hand. And as noted, this is a really special one this year for us, for Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion. We are celebrating 25 years, our 25th anniversary of the festival, and this lineup really shows how special this year is going to be. But before we dig into the lineup, I'd love to invite our Deputy Director, Baylor Hall, up to speak a little bit more about what it means to be able to make it the big milestone that it will be. Come on up, Baylor. Give her a round of applause.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, everyone. I'm thrilled to be here specifically to talk about the 25th anniversary. It's hard to believe that what began as a grassroots initiative to celebrate Bristol's rich musical legacy has become a legacy all of its own. Celebrating the 25th anniversary of Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion is celebrating so much more than just a music festival. We are celebrating a shared story written in songs, memories, friendships, and the unmistakable sound we hear every September, the sound of people gathering together to experience the living soundtrack of Appalachian heritage. We launched Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion this year using our silver anniversary artwork. Melissa Roberts is wearing one of the shirts right now. Yes, show it off. Thank you. Melissa, if you wouldn't mind to just keep standing and show us the back of your t-shirt, because I'm going to talk about it a little bit. This artwork specifically uses symbolism to reflect on the festival's heritage and identity, whether it's the musical motifs, a reinterpretation of the Bristol sign, floral elements to represent our humble roots and growth, or the helping hands at the bottom to underscore the unity of our historic downtown. The more you look at this, you see a reflection of 25 years of this festival. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you. In that reflection, we think about all the artists who have stood on our stages, absolute legends, rising stars, and everything in between. But we also think about the volunteers who show up year after year. We think about the businesses, the sponsors, community partners who helped support this legacy. We think about our cities, the ones who literally take 2 states and meld it into one big stage, a stage where we can highlight our community and what makes Bristol a good place to live. We think about our fans, the people who've come back time and time again, brought their families, invited friends, danced in our streets, and turned our festival into a true reunion. Technical difficulty there. All right, 25 years is not just a milestone. It's proof of resilience, vision, and community. Bristol Rhythm and Roots has endured through a pandemic, through government changeovers, organizational shifts, and the ever-evolving festival and event world. Whether it's been challenges, the changing of times, or moments of uncertainty, this festival endures because people care enough to protect it, to nurture it, and to pass it forward. We approach September and will continue to celebrate 25 years and more of Bristol Rhythm and Roots. We have specially branded merchandise, social media features planned, and so much more. Make sure to tune in to Radio Bristol all year. We'll be playing artists and songs from all 25 years. For a walk down memory lane, you can visit the birthplace of country music right outside these doors. In fact, you can see our Bristol Rhythm and Roots reunion through your eyes. This is a project, specifically a community call-out photography project, featuring festival moments from photographers of all types, amateur and professional, young and old, to share a view of the festival through their own lens. I know that I, for one, am thrilled to celebrate all year long, leading up to what will be a wonderful anniversary year. Thank you again for making Bristol Rhythm and Roots everything it has been for 25 years, and I can't wait to see where it's going to be in another 25.
Thank you, Baylor. Thanks for all the hard work you've put in over the years as well. This spring, our curatorial staff installed the exhibit Charles Vest, The Book of Ballads, in our special exhibits gallery. If you haven't seen it yet, you got to go and check it out. It's an amazing exhibit that's a labor of love by everyone here at the museum. We're proud to have the artist himself, Charles Vest, here with us today to talk about his design behind the 25th anniversary poster. And here to give a little background and give a proper introduction is Museum Director Dr. Renee Rogers. Give her a round of applause, y'all.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Birthplace of Country Music Museum. Charles Vest is an artist and illustrator of mythic fiction. His creative output spans his time working on Marvel's Spider-Man and collaborations on books by Ursula K. Le Guin, Susanna Clarke, Jeff Smith, and Charles DeLint, to art where he explores his own imagination and myths, legends, and folklore in a wonderfully distinctive style. He is internationally recognized as an extraordinary talent, with 2 Hugo, 4 World Fantasy, 3 Chesley, 6 Locus, 1 Mythopoeic, and 2 Will Eisner Awards for Best Artist during his career so far, and I'm sure there are more to come. Charles is also an author, publishing his first novel, The Queen of Summer's Twilight, in 2022, a book we will be featuring on Radio Bristol Book Club in June, so be sure and tune into that. I've known Charles for several years, and am thrilled that we have had the chance to work with him so much over the past year on our current special exhibit, Charles Vest's The Book of Ballads. The exhibit highlights 7 ballads reimagined by some of the greatest fantasy writers of our time, with Charles's accompanying comics and drawings. These include The False Night on the Road by Neil Gaiman, Thomas the Rhymer by Sharon McCrum, and Barbara Allen by Midori Snyder. Those collaborations are an excellent introduction to traditional ballads for those not yet familiar, and a special treat for those who already are. The exhibit also explores the tradition of ballad singing in Appalachia and traces the origin of each ballad and its journey through time. After all, while singing is one way to keep ballads and music alive, art is another. If you haven't had a chance to explore this wonderful exhibit, I urge you to do so. Charles's art is absolutely wonderful, and the gallery has been envisioned as a magical space by curator of exhibits and outreach, Erica Barker. It is well worth it. We are fortunate as an organization to have worked with Charles on several Bristol Rhythm and Roots reunion posters over the years. And if you don't know this already, you can get all 25 of our posters that are, or 24 of our posters that are for sale, that have been there over the years in the museum store now, something that hasn't been possible for many years. However, I am most excited about this year's commemorative festival poster done by Charles. The connections between the exhibit, 25 years of the festival, and Appalachia and our music makes it extra special. So without further ado, let's reveal the new poster.
All right. It's a beautiful poster. It matches well with the one that you did a few years back. Charles, do you want to speak any words about the poster? All right, come on up.
I've done 3 previous posters, but being asked to do the 25th anniversary poster was really exciting. I love music. I can't play it. I can't sing it, but I can draw it. So it's the only way I have of joining in that tradition. So I just try to remember what it's like to be inside of all that music during the festival and draw what comes off my fingertips. What have I done? The 6th, the 10th, the 15th, and then this. Leah Ross was the first person that asked me to do a poster. And a long time ago, she said, I think you should do the 25th. So when she wasn't with the organization anymore, she had retired, I wondered, well, I wonder if they'll ask. And then it got later and later and later. And then this spring, I got an email going, would you like to do it? I was like, yes, but good God. Okay, so it's done, and I hope the musical instruments look okay. You never know. I didn't put any strings on it. It just didn't seem right. And there you go.
Well, we're grateful that you were able to contribute to the 25th, Charles. Thank you so much for your amazing work over the years. And again, come and check out the special gallery for the exhibit that's happening, the Book of Ballads here. Charles Vest, the Book of Ballads, in our special exhibits gallery. Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion is not only loved by festival goers, but it's also an award-winning festival, recently being awarded at the American Advertising Federation of Southwest Virginia and Northeast Tennessee, and at the Pinnacle Awards for Northeast Tennessee Tourism Association. Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion was also voted number 5 Best Music Festival in the USA Today 10 Best Reader's Choice Awards for 2026. That's a pretty big one there. So we're proud of that. And at this time, we'd like to invite Festival Committee Chair Tyler Goad up to say a few words about the volunteers and committee members that make our festival such a success every year. Come on up, Tyler.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's an honor to serve as the chair of the Festival Volunteer Committee for the Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion, especially as we celebrate the 25th anniversary. 25 years ago, I volunteered at the very first festival. and I was a senior in high school at that time. Since that time, I've served in a lot of different roles at the festival, from concessions to logistics and plenty of others. And for the last 5 years, I've had the privilege of serving as the chair of the logistics committee. Honestly, my story is a lot like the stories of so many other volunteers that make this festival happen year after year. People give their time because they care deeply about this city, about this festival, and about preserving the musical heritage that makes Bristol special. What a lot of people don't always see is the amount of work that happens long before the first stage goes up or the first artist steps out to perform. There are months of planning, coordination, scheduling, and problem solving that all happen behind the scenes. It takes an incredible team effort, and this festival simply would not happen without the work of those volunteers. Alongside those volunteers, the staff at the Birthplace of Country Music work tirelessly all year long to create an experience that brings people to Bristol from all over the country and beyond. Bristol is my hometown, and I've always been proud of our history as the birthplace of country music. That's what makes this festival so meaningful. It honors our roots and also bringing people together through music, storytelling, and community. And the name Reunion really does fit. Every year, this festival becomes a place where former classmates run into each other, neighbors reconnect, families come back home, and friends pick up right where they left off. For one weekend, State Street turns into more than just a music festival. It becomes a gathering place filled with memories, connection, and a whole lot of music. And this year's festival is going to be especially memorable. The lineup for this 25th anniversary really captures the spirit and energy as the birthplace of country music, and I'm excited for everyone to see what's ahead. So now, it's my pleasure to introduce this year's Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion lineup video. Thanks.
It's a way of thinking. It's a running around these hills and hollers drinking. It's a patch of land to make my stand. That's the way of life on my side of the mountain. It's a crooked old pine. It's a red sun sinking. It's a kudzu vine on a gravestone slowly creeping. It's a family name, blood is our veins. That's the way of life on my side of the mountain. There's a buckshot sign at the county line, out past Watauga Road. Where we're way too proud, we don't back down, 'cause we're better off alone. All we got is all we need, and we sure can survive. But if that kind of a living's wrong, just treat me my right. That's the way of life on my side of the mountain. Buckshot sign at the county line, out past Watauga Road. Where we're way too proud, we don't back down, 'cause we're better off alone. All we got is all we need, and we sure can survive. But if that kind of a living's wrong, then just read me my right. That's the way of life on my side of the mountain.
Hey, hey, make some noise, y'all. You can do better than that. Quite a lineup it is. It's absolutely stacked. I think this is going to be one that serves 25 years properly. Huge congrats to all the folks behind the scenes that have worked to make this happen. Our music committee does a fantastic job. I want to thank them as well. We want to welcome to the stage Richard Oakley. Richard's arrival at the birthplace of country music is special in that he is the first dedicated festival director for Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion. And this year, he's making his mark and using his years of festival experience working across the nation. His work stands out on the efforts of many volunteers and staff members before him, some here today, of course, which we also send a huge thanks to. We're excited to welcome Richard to the organization and to hear what he has in store for the future Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion. Come on up, Richard. Give him a big round of applause.
Thank you, Chris. Hey, everybody. How you doing? First time on camera here at Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion, birthplace of country music. But I have been around since the 2025 festival, and just want to say thank you to the Bristol community for making me feel welcome and just like one of your own. You know, it's something special we have going on here. And now that I'm done with that, I have some more words prepared. You know, stepping into something like Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion, which is both 100 years and 25 years old. And, you know, we talk a lot about 1927 and how everything started. And, you know, everyone in this room and many hundreds of others have really kept that going, you know, and people that are no longer with us, but especially in the last 25 years with this festival. This is where we get to put it on display for the entire world. And it is a great privilege, the great privilege of my life, to be trusted with that and to be, you know, right here with our team and with our entire community, bringing this on into the next 25 years. Today, we are very proud to announce our local music, our local music scene and 35 plus local artists on the lineup this year. We are really proud of Bristol, Tri-Cities, the whole surrounding region of Appalachia, and it is always our goal to showcase the best our area has to offer, alongside their fellow torchbearers of the story of mountain music, and roots music from all around the world as well. This year, we are excited to have a very diverse cross-section across artists that are local legends that we all know and love, and some of the cutting-edge young guns on the scene, and you know, really tell everyone and show everyone what Bristol is all about. And you know, many of our biggest artists for the 25th anniversary lineup started on some of our smallest stages, started busking on the street corners, and we look forward to seeing what that looks like in 25 years, seeing some names rise up the lineup and break out and make their own story, their own chapter in this great story that is country music, mountain music, and roots music. And this is going to be, you know, it's a living story. It's something that we plan to do every single year. We never want to look at this as a closed book. You know, this is something that Bristol is writing, and the music here is important, and we want to continue to weave the fabric of that story with the entire national and worldwide scene that is roots music and country music today. And with that, I will pass the mic back to Chris. Thanks for having me, y'all. Thrilled to be here.
Thanks, Richard. You've done a fantastic job this year. We're really happy to have you on board and appreciate all the tireless work that's gone into what you're doing behind the scenes. And as he said, you know, there really aren't festivals like Rhythm and Roots across the country. This is a really special one that has that sort of crossover of local, regional, national. You don't see that at every festival, and it really makes Rhythm and Roots special and makes it unique to what it is. And speaking of special, we've got a special surprise guest here this afternoon. Ketch Secor is best known as the founder and frontman of Old Crow Medicine Show, two-time Grammy Award-winning juggernaut, whose triumphs include induction into the Grand Ole Opry, double platinum certification, and much, much more. It's impossible to overstate the influence that he has had along with his band, Old Crow, whose songwriting, true-to-life roadside adventures, and high-octane live performances helped to spur the artistic shifts that we've seen in American music, in roots music, across the formation of American music today. They've been going strong since 1998 and returning to Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion for the 4th time in 2026. Old Crow Medicine Show. Y'all give a big warm welcome to Catch Secor.
Thanks, everybody. Well, I'm just so honored to be in Bristol, where it all got started. And speaking of how it all got started, I drove here about an hour ago from Hilton's, Virginia. Anybody know where that is? And I went the same route that the Carter family did, down old Highway 58. Of course, they call it AP Carter Highway now, and it is a highway. You can go 70 miles an hour in some stretches if you're careful. And you can do it with the windows down and the air conditioning on, and you can listen to the Bristol sessions, stream them live while you cruise all the way in from Hilton's. But the whole time I was thinking about that Model A or Model T, just bounding up those country roads with AP and Sarah and Maybell coming to Bristol to make history. And all these years later, we're still making history in this wonderful community where 2 states combine and a whole lot of spirit just continues to flow. So my band, Old Crow Medicine Show, is really proud to be a part of this 25-year story, and just so honored that you've invited us to help you all celebrate it with traditional music, with fiddles and jugs and washboards and harmonicas blowing out of tune. All the great stuff that makes roots music something that's collectively shared by us all. So thanks for having us.
Catch Secor, y'all. Thank you, Catch. Appreciate it. And he's going to be here tonight for a 1927 Society concert. He's bringing his trio. We are so excited to have him in this intimate space in the Performance Theater. It is sold out. Sorry, y'all. You can't get tickets. Don't sleep on that. You can become a 1927 Society member and get all of the heads up early if you do that. So you're missing out on things like Catch tonight. All right. The 3-day reunion pays tribute to the legacy of the historic 1927 Bristol sessions, as Catch noted, celebrating the evolution and continued influence of roots music. Nearly a century after Ralph Peer famously recorded musicians in the Bristol Hat Warehouse, the Taylor Christian Hat Company, artists from across the country continue to gather in downtown Bristol each September to create new musical connections and collaborations. During the 25th anniversary of the festival, Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion will once again host live recording sessions in partnership with local and national music and radio outlets. One of those, of course, is Radio Bristol. We'll be doing sessions. We'll be doing our Farm and Fun Time that we do over at the Paramount every Rhythm and Roots. We're excited about that. So make sure to mark that down on your schedule. And our 2026 festival will be the official kickoff for the 100th anniversary of the 1927 Bristol Sessions. Pretty monumental. Our executive director, Melissa Roberts, is here to give us a little more insight on what the next year will look like as we celebrate this huge milestone in our beloved Bristol. Come on up, Melissa.
Thank you, Chris. And thank you, everybody, for being here today and taking time out of your day to be with us. Thank you for all of the folks who spoke. I appreciate each of you for doing that. Public speaking is the top 3 fears in the country. As we wrap up today, I do want to pause for just a moment and reflect on what this festival really represents. 25 years ago, a group of people believed that music could do more than entertain. They believed it could bring community together. They believed that our history mattered. They believed that downtown Bristol mattered. And they believed that if we honored the music and the spirit of this place authentically, people would come, and they did. Over the last 25 years, generations of artists, volunteers, sponsors, staff members, board members, city partners, local businesses, and music fans have helped shape what Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion has become. What began as an ambitious community festival has grown into a nationally recognized event that draws visitors from across the country and around the world, all while still feeling deeply personal to the people who call this region home. That is rare, and it is worth protecting. This festival has never simply been about stages and schedules and ticket sales. It's about the feeling people carry with them when they leave here. It's about hearing a song echo down State Street. It's about running into old friends in the crowd. It's about introducing your children, and now maybe even your grandchildren, to music that tells the story of who we are. And maybe most importantly, it's about remembering that the music born here didn't just change Bristol, it changed America. As we celebrate this 25th anniversary, we also find ourselves standing at the edge of another historic milestone. In 2027, our community will commemorate the 100th anniversary of the 1927 Bristol Sessions, the recordings that helped shape the foundation of modern country music and forever established Bristol as the birthplace of country music. What excites me most about these anniversaries is that they're not separate stories. They're connected. The festival exists because of the legacy that came before it, and the work we do now helps ensure that legacy continues for future generations. So today is not just a launch for this year's festival. It's a reminder that history is not something we simply preserve behind glass. History is something we carry forward together through music, through storytelling, through community, and through moments like this one. Before we close, I want to offer a heartfelt thanks to everyone who continues to believe in this work and to invest in it, to our artists, to our sponsors, to our volunteers, both past and present, to our staff and our board members, our city partners and our media partners, and the thousands of fans who continue to show up year after year. Because of all of you, the music continues. And if the last 25 years have taught us anything, it's that Bristol has more music to give and songs left to sing. So thank you all for being here today, and we can't wait to celebrate with you all in September. Thank you.
Thanks, y'all, for coming out this afternoon. We hope that you enjoyed the lineup reveal. It's going to be a fantastic year. Visit bristolrhythm.com to go and get your tickets if you have not yet. And we'll see y'all in September. We look forward to it. And come and hang out and chat with us after the press conference. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.